Today we're going to take an in-depth look at the 511 amp series. Well, man, am I excited to break down this new system that 511 released in the last quarter of 2018. I've had the opportunity for about the past 4 months to get a real good handle and a real good idea on what you can expect from the 511 amp series of gear. And what's awesome is that right now in early first quarter 2019, what they have available is the 511 amp 12, which is a 12-hour size pack. Then they have the amp 24, which is a 24-hour pack, and then they have the amp 72, which is a 72-hour design pack. So they have different sizes as well as a plate carrier. We're going to take a look at the amp 12 backpack. We're going to take a look at the amp 24 backpack and the plate carrier today. And I know that they're dropping many more items throughout 2019 of this entire gear line. And throughout the last 4 months, I've been able to take both the amp 12 backpack and the amp 24 backpack on excursions out into the woods. With the amp 24, I carried about 30 pounds, did a full day hike, got about 8 miles round trip on it, and then lots and lots of time around town, taking it for my daily EDC, and then transitioning about 2 months in, and then doing the same thing with the amp 12, doing a couple light duty hikes, as well as daily EDC, everyday carry system, taking it to the office, traveling, going up in the mountains, having fun, just carrying all my regular gear that I want on me on a daily basis, as well as hitting the range with the amp plate carrier, having a really good time seeing all of its capabilities, all of its mounting features, its durability, as well as its comfortability and load-bearing capabilities, and all of the extra features that the plate carrier has to offer. So I'm really pumped today to go in depth with you guys. This is going to be a video that we're going to really break down in detail each one of these items and really show you their capabilities and which one would better be suited for you of the two backpacks, as well as what the plate carrier can do for you. The same day that this drops, I'm going to be dropping a shorter version that just gives you kind of an overview real quick of all three items that you can take a look at if you just need a general concept on what these have to offer. But this video is really going to go in depth and break down every aspect to the packs as well as the plate carrier, so you can make that wise choice if you want particular things that you may be looking for in your plate carriers or in your backpacks. So with that, let's go ahead and break down the amp series from 511. All right, we're gonna have a ton of fun today. What we have here on the left-hand side is the amp 24. On the right-hand side, we have the amp 12. And then in the middle, we have the amp plate carrier. We're gonna break down each one of them individually. But before that, I wanna share with you the similarities with the entire system and how modular the entire system is. But then we'll talk in depth about the 24. We'll talk in depth about the plate carrier and the 12 to help you out. And we'll touch on some of the other new designs that are also coming in the amp series, as well as the larger 40 liter, the amp 72 model. But what really out of the gate sets this pack apart and this whole series apart from a lot of other stuff on the market is their hex grid modular system. Each one of the amp backpacks is going to come with one of these right out of the packaging with a 9-inch by 9-inch hex grid platform. The plate carrier will come with two, one in the front, one in the back, and that's going to be 9 inches high and 12 inches across. And what makes this system so cool is that with this huge Velcro panel and the hook and loop on the back and the little attachments up top, and all of the polymer plastic pieces are super high quality on these 511 amp series. What this allows for is an entire walled panel to now be attached to the back of the bag, or to be removed and then attached on and hang on the plate carrier, because these 9 by 9 inches will also fit just directly onto the plate carrier. And what this hex grid system allows for is, instead of standard PALS webbing, MOLLE compatibility like what we have up here, which is either vertical, straight up and down, or upside down. Those are the only two attachment options that that type of PALS attachment gives you. This now gives you the ability to take any MOLLE compatible or PALS webbing compatible pouch or gear item, knife, firearm, whatever it may be, and then be able to now run it through and do it at different angles. Now I'm able to get this at a 45-degree angle, get into my gear, or even to begin to carry items horizontally, which just gives a level of versatility that standard PALS webbing just doesn't offer you. But the cool thing is the 511 didn't stop there, and they offer the ability for you to either buy a separate secondary hex grid or remove this hex grid, put on an admin pouch we're going to talk about in just a moment, or some of their other organized pouches that they offer. Take your original hex grid, Velcro it to the internal panel, because this entire back wall is hook and loop ready with extra hook attachments, and then move what was out here inside, vice versa. Be able to flip it inside and out completely, which just gives you huge levels of capability, as well as being able to take it off, say, the back of your amp pack when you're going day to day. Then you go to the range and you have the items in here that you want to put onto your plate carrier, unhook it, hook it right onto your plate carrier, and you're ready to go. So I've just been super pumped with the capability that this hex grid system and this panel has been offering me, not only on the plate carrier, but on these backpacks, both externally or internally. And I think it's an awesome system that's going to give you huge levels of customization and capability that most other backpacks just don't offer to you. So including the hex grid, they have a total of 5 different pouches that fit in the same system that can be interchanged, swapped in and out on all 2 platforms, backpacks or plate carrier, and whatever other designs they may come out with in the amp series down the line. And so I'm just going to share a few of them with you. Their first one here is the double deploy. This little guy is a stretchy neoprene type of polypropylene fabric, very stretchy, very durable. All of them will come with a cover for the hook and loop, so that if you want to throw these in other bags or you don't want it Velcroing to things, it's not going to get caught in that. Otherwise, you can completely remove that. And the double deploy will just hook onto that Velcro. If you need it extra secure, the tab down here will click to the compression straps and will hook onto the hooks up here. If you don't and you want really quick deployment, the heavy duty Velcro hook and loop will definitely keep most items attached right there. So you could just grab. This does come with one zipper right here that'll open up into just the dump pouch. I have 3 cuties in there. It could easily fit a couple AR mags, things like that you may want to put in there, an improvised med kit, whatever it is. And then you can hook that right back on there if you just want quick deployment. Again, you could put it inside and hook and loop it on the inside of the bag for more organization interior. However, whatever, completely interchangeable. They also have their 2-banger, which again will clip, hook, so super secure if you want it to be onto the backpack. That's designed to hold 2 AR mags as well as a pistol, other organization in there. Lots of different options with the front pouch, center pouch with hook and loop for the holster compartment for your pistol, and then your 2 mags plus pistol mags are also available there. And this is a fantastic option to also go and take from your backpack and put then onto the amp platform for your plate carrier. So I did test that out extensively and had a lot of fun doing that. It is taken from my very loved, one of my favorite gear items of 2018 that we tested out, which is the what is it, 2-banger actual shoulder strap. Now this one's a little more flexible and just a little larger. This is a little bit more compact and a little more rigid. So those are things just to consider, but very similar layout to this. Hey, if you want to pick up one of these guys, say when, Tombstone, $10. I can't remember, I'll annotate it in right now. These are amazing morale pouches. Check out the links in the Amazon below. But yeah, so you can have that option. Again, it can fit on the exterior, interior, swap to the plate carrier, however, whatever. They also include a dedicated medical kit that is available for purchase. And they also sell a dedicated admin pouch with 2 zippers that'll run, and that works fantastic to really organize the heck out of your gear. And again, can be swapped in and out of packs or on the plate carrier, depending on how you want to deploy the system. So we're about to break down each one individually and go through some of their more detailed features, but I just want to kind of run in some last minute details overall for the whole system that exists out there. Now, the first thing is that you're going to have, at this point for the backpacks, there are 4 different color combinations. This is obviously black. They have navy, I believe, in here. They have tan. They have green. They have a lot of different color combinations, and they are starting to come out with some different camo colors as well. I believe there are just 2 color combinations on the plate carrier right now, tan or black. all the whole gear system, all of them are going to be produced with water resistant 500 denier Dobie nylon for the main bodies, and then 1050 denier nylon for the bottoms. So the bottoms of the packs have been reinforced for that, so that you're getting that type of quality. And then the hex grid itself is done with 420 denier and 1000 denier Cordura nylon. So these hex grids have been produced with that, and then as well as just the rubberized material in there. So really well done on all of the materials. All the clips and polymer pieces, they're all Duraflex material, so great quality stuff. You're getting YKK zippers throughout the entire system as well. So just really well built. I've always seen great durability and quality out of 511. All the stitching, all the seaming has been working really well with multiple uses at the range with the plate carrier, with each of the backpacks being hiked with and around town for months now, seeing great durability and water resistance out of this entire system. And so the way that we'll break this down is I'm going to take a look here at the AMP 24 first, and then we'll take a look at the plate carrier, and then we'll finally look at the AMP 12 last and break down their aspects for you. Okay, as we look at the exterior of the pack, we have a hook and loop morale pouch area here that's about 3 inches by 3 inches. So you can put your morale patches right there, team icons, you know, group icons for the military, whatever it would be. So that's going to be right there. Right below that, and that's also where these hex grid and all the admin pouches hook onto. You got those really heavy duty double reinforced loops right there. And then this is their concealed carry compartment. And what this is going to offer you is a very large pouch in here that will go all the way down to the bottom portion of where the hex grid ends right there. So it's a very large compartment with a big panel of hook and loop. It does not come with its own holster mount or anything like that. You would have to buy that separately, but you could fit a 1911 or any other full-size pistol in there without an issue. The lip up here is reinforced as well as the entire back, so it's pretty rigid, so it's not super flexible, and that's because of all the weight that would be on the outside here. There are those two Velcro portions that then hook and loop and attach right there, so it's a pretty quick deployment if you want to carry a pistol there. I don't carry firearms in there unless I was having to hide it or something like that. I always carry it on body, but they do offer you that concealed carry compartment there. Then one of my favorite aspects to 511, they always seem to do this in almost every one of their packs, and I really appreciate it, is above that they have their fleece-lined either gear, like electronic, or sunglass pouch. So I got my knockaround sunglasses right there. These are custom ones that I did. Check them out. That always helps us continue to make content, guys, when you check out Knockaround Sunglass Company. Sunglasses for the whole family, kids, adults, custom store, aviators, everything in between. Great stuff. We love them there. But very large fleece-lined pocket in here for those screens, you know, cell phones. It would definitely fit very large cell phones in here without issue. Things that have lenses, sunglasses, you know, goggles. I believe my snow goggles could probably fit in there. It would take up a lot of room, but, you know, larger goggles could definitely fit in there as well. And on the bottom here, and again, remember, this is all reinforced nylon, 1050 denier. Now, there's no attachments down here. It would have been nice to have like two little hooks here so that you could do a bedroll or something like that down here. It's just flat, but you are going to get your zipper right here, and you do have a very large compartment down here that you could put gloves, beanies, hats. Those are the type of things that I will usually store in here. You could get like a base layer, long sleeve shirt in there and store that in there. So that's a cool hidden away feature. Now, as we move to the side, love this aspect there. It's kind of hidden, but there are toggles right there for two pouches. They're going to be ambidextrous on either side, full zip. And yeah, you guessed it, with room to spare, there's enough room for a full-size Nalgene right there. So external water bottle pockets that hide the water bottle. So this is great when you're, you know, running and gunning, whatever it may be, and you don't want your water bottle to either fall out. If you fall down a mountain, trip, turn upside down, whatever, you're gonna keep your water inside the compartment. So oftentimes I'll keep my water bottle here, and on the other side, I've highlighted it with just a simple little Night Eyes orange tab, and this is where I would store my medical kit, my complete, you know, blowout medical kit right there. So it's on the exterior of the bag if I need to grab it real quick. Man, so much to talk about just on the outside of the bag. We haven't even gotten to the inside yet. So a nice yoke system, very similar to what we know from a lot of 511 stuff in the past. I love the staged adjustable sternum strap Great sternum strap, got the elastic there, completely removable. For me, that's a huge selling point because I don't like sternum straps when I'm carrying a bag around town. If it's my daily carry, EDC, going to the office, going around town, whatever, I don't really use the sternum strap, but then I like the option to be able to carry it in the bag. And then if I'm going to go on a hike, if I need to really strap the pack down and start running, or move in a quick environment where I need a lot of quickness and keep the bag on me and tight on my body, then I can easily adjust these and attach them, take them out of the bag and attach them so they're completely removable, and lots of staging there, and it fits well on my large size body. I'm 6'2", weigh about 215, have a large torso, fits great. So that's awesome. We have a couple different attachment points, elastic points for bladder hoses that we'll talk about in just a little bit. The shoulder straps are removable, so you could dump the bag completely and have it just fall off of you if it was caught and you need to dump it super quick. Fully adjustable. Now the backside here is a little bit different. It's not as slick as the old Rush series. It does have a little bit of texture to it, but still that kind of hard, rigid format. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't create any hot spots even with heavier loads when I was hiking and enjoying the outdoors with this AMP 24 size. Fits great, gives you a little bit of channeling there. I mean, it's not the most breathable backpack out there, but I mean, if you wear backpacks on a regular basis, after 20 minutes of exertion, you're going to be sweating on your back regardless, but this does give you a couple airflow channels there. The one thing with the 12 and the 24 that's kind of a downer for me is that, and 511 has been doing this even with the Rush series, is that they don't offer a belly strap. They offer you attachments, and these are for any 1.5-inch size belt that you could buy your own, I guess, or like go online and try and buy one. Most other backpack companies that create these type, I'm talking Maxpedition, VanQuest, lots of these other companies out there, they offer you a removable belly strap just to help really cinch it down if you needed to, just like the sternum strap. That would have been nice to see. I mean, it's a nylon strap with a buckle. How much can that cost? $5 max, not even $1.50. But the fact that the 12 size and the 24 don't come with that is a little bit of a downer. Not a game killer or anything like that, but just I hope that 511 starts just offering that with all of them. The larger 72, AMP 72, does come with an integrated belly strap, hip strap, that is either tuckable and you can tuck it away, or you can pull it out and obviously use it if you're carrying heavier loads. And then as we move the yoke out of the way, we have two zippers on either side that open up this compartment right here with the rigid polymer frame that you can remove and completely remove it if you just want to cut down on weight and maybe make the bag a little more flexible, or you can also integrate armored plates as well for body armor that you can install in here. Then you have this very large compartment. You could put a smaller laptop, tablet, whatever you would like. It does have a very nice Velcro hook there and ambidextrous ports on either side for your water bladders. Up to 100 ounces will easily fit in the 24 size. One other nice feature in this compartment, if you are using a tablet, it will help with the bladders or a computer as well, is that there are two, I'm not going to try and show you, but down here there are two supports that keep your computers off the ground. So if you were to drop it, there's about an inch a distance with this little kind of strap down here that will help support inside this compartment, that will help support any bladder or tablet from hitting the ground if you were to drop it, and give you just a little extra give in between your electronics and the ground if you drop this by mistake. Now there is great compression. You're going to get top and bottom compression straps on the pack, which allows you to either fully extend, as you can kind of see here. We have some gear, clothing and stuff in there, just kind of give it some fullness. So you could see that this definitely has the size at 32 liters that you could absolutely do like a weekend, long extended weekend either trip to go see family, or you could carry your enough gear for definitely a full day hike. If not, if you're really good at packing stuff up, you might be able to get away with 1 or 2 nights camping or backpacking in that regard. So again, the 24 standing for the AMP 24 standing for a 24-hour pack is what they have determined it for. Or again, you can cinch it down really nice and flat, which is what I've done when I've carried this EDC around town with just my daily gear stuff. Even though it's a kind of larger 32 liter pack, I'm able to cinch this guy down really nice and slim so it doesn't seem like this big, huge, bulky, fat pack. And now going along with many of 511's recent designs is that we get 4 zippers on the main compartment. And so what we have here is the ability to be able to zip up and get into the main compartment this way from the bottom without having to deal with compression straps and unzip a bunch of stuff. If you just need one item real quickly, and then you can zip that guy back down. They even have little tuckable areas I will get to a little later to keep the zipper from accidentally getting open. And then they have 2 upper zippers that will again zip the entire way if you did just want to get into the top of the bag that way and just go to that first compression strap basically as a top loader, or completely remove the compression straps here, open the bag into a complete clamshell. So it gives you lots of versatility and multiple access points to get into the amp series. So as we get to the interior of the bag, as you can see, I just got some jackets and stuff just to kind of give us some rigidness in there. There we go, got all kinds of stuff. Very big bag. I mean, you can get a lot of stuff in here. But as we've shown you earlier, again, hook and loop the entire bottom. You can do all sorts of different organization that way. But what's awesome, and I love this, guys, and this is actually how, because I usually will carry a 48-liter silo Nalgene, they have included these interior pockets on either side. They're completely ambidextrous, and I can fit my 48-ounce silo style Nalgene in there without any sort of problem. Fits in there great. Your normal Nalgenes will fit in there. You can put all sorts of other organization. Perfect fit in there. Love that. Love that aspect to this pack. This is your internal organization. Now they've given you these 2 pockets here on the vertical plane with the idea that you could, again, come in from the bottom, zip up, and then go into the bag without dealing with the top loading capability. Dig in here for your organization and pull it out and then zip down. So that's kind of the idea with that. It's a complete pass-through. And then the mesh, obviously, so you guys can see. But inside there, we have a ton of elastic bands, a couple pen holders, a key keeper, all of that right in there to give you a lot of capability. And again, you can just zip it on one side. Now you got a big dump area as well. Then 2 other cool features is they have a hideaway compartment in here with a very small little zipper that when you open the bag, you wouldn't even know it was there unless you knew what to look for and you really folded this thing down. So you can put sensitive documents basically behind this compartment right here, which is really cool to have. You know, you can put your wallet, passport, different things like that if you needed to, and then you do just have this big mesh pocket right there, and that's the organization for the interior of the bag. All right, now let's go ahead and jump on over to the plate carrier, and then we'll look at some of the basic specs on the AMP 12 last, the smallest of the bunch that's available right now. And again, I believe they're releasing an even smaller version of the AMP 10 in 2019 here. So again, we're having a 9-inch high by 12 inches overall panel size here. Again, great, awesome stuff there. Very similar to some of their other more recent plate carriers that they have offered to you, but now again, they just have the hex head, or not hex head, but hex grid system. You can adjust and fully adjust the system by flipping that first flap up and completely adjusting it. They do have even a secondary little kind of dump pouch pocket area right here, which is pretty cool. And you could even open and kind of Velcro in between and get a few magazines in here, which is pretty cool. Now, this is gonna just slide right out, so you'd want either some sort of attachment or it would just be a quick way to store some. You wouldn't want to be running a gun and rolling around on the ground. These would just fall right out. But it does give you a little bit of versatility as a little kind of hidden dump pouch. Could lay one sideways, Velcro it closed that way, so you'd have a spare in there. Lots of different things that you could do that way. So you're gonna have hook and loop here, normal vertical, PALS attachments along here. You have that hex grid on the sides under your arms, so you can attach gear that way in any different direction that you would like. And then again on the back side, which is pretty sweet. Now, a couple aspects right out of the gate that I really enjoyed was, first off, the strength and durability of the quick release and emergency pull tab to be able to pull a wounded person out of an environment. If wearing this, somebody can grab that and it'll give you a really good extension of, I believe, 3 feet, so that it makes it easier on the person pulling you or pulling the individual to safety. And what we found, we did about 4 or 5 pull tests, and I'm 215, as I said, and I also pulled my buddy Mike, and he's about 230, I believe, and this thing held up great. Did not tear, did not rip, did not have any sort of issues. This emergency pull handle is really well designed and seems to be very tough and durable from all of our testing that we have seen. So very happy with that emergency pull handle right back there, and then it collapses back into the backside plate carrier, which is super awesome that they have not only highlighted it red so it's easy to see on the back of somebody, but also that it just gives that extra versatility and a better pull for the person pulling you or you pulling a buddy out of a hot situation. Now, some other aspects as well, there's really nice padding in here depending on what you need. That's completely removable if you need to do that. The shoulder straps are completely adjustable. Now this item was sent to me. I did purchase the 24. This item was sent to me because this had just hit the market when I originally started testing. So this was actually used at the CrossFit Games, and it does have some stitching of 511 logos. You may see that throughout the video. That does not come standard. This was literally a test piece that they were doing for the CrossFit Games. So you will see that will not come standard on there, but completely adjustable shoulder straps. Really like that. Lots of attachments. And then your compartments on both front and back for your plates, for your armored plates or weights if you're doing that as well and wanting to use it in that way. You can fit those all in there and go into more detail in that regard. But what I have found with my use of this plate carrier is that not only is it very comfortable for the size that I picked out, and it works really, really well. So it's very comfortable. The new hex grid works fantastic and gives you lots of versatility, and the emergency, medical pull strap is very strong and very functional and will definitely help pull a buddy out of a situation. All right, folks, I want to go ahead and hit price point with you here on these AMP series of gear that is released so far and available so far. So these items are MSRP price points, prices that you're gonna find over on the 511 website and on the 511 stores. These gear items, when I'm making this video, are not available quite yet on most distributors and Amazon and those type of things. As soon as they're available, we'll have links below over to Amazon. We really appreciate when you guys use all those hyperlinks to Amazon, backcountry.com, Knockaround Sunglass Company, as well as to Blade HQ. Regardless if it's for these gear items or any other, it helps us continue to make content just like this. And in the meantime, I will have those links over to the 511 store, and you can always go over to any of their brick and mortar stores and get your hands on these items and check them out. So prices may drop a little bit once they get fully hit on the market, but we'll go ahead and start with the AMP 12. That's going to be obviously, as of right now, the cheapest, and that's going to be $170 MSRP. Then you're going to look at the AMP 24. That one is $190 MSRP, and then you're looking at the AMP 72, and that's going to be $250 MSRP, and then finally the plate carrier being the most expensive at $280. And then currently each of the extra little pouches, they usually are between like $45 and $35, just kind of depends on the layout and which design you want to go with. You can get one of those different pouches that we've been starting to break down throughout the video that will attach to where the hex grid comes. Now each one of these will come with one hex grid, and then you can purchase those hex grids, I believe, for about $20 an extra one. So lots of versatility. Now obviously it's somewhat of investment, but when you look at a 25-liter pack, a 32-liter pack, and then a 40-liter pack, and you look at the materials, 500 denier, all of the high-quality plastics and YKK zippers, it's very similar to what else is on the market for MSRP stuff. So again, I think it'll probably drop a little bit once they hit the open market and they're available everywhere, but that's pretty much what the going rate would be for any other, Maxpedition or VanQuest or Camelback brand pack of similar layout and dimensions and size. Now, I originally went to one of my local stores and picked up the AMP 24 with a couple of the pouches, bought that myself. Then I reached out to 511 and they helped by sending me the AMP 12 and the plate carrier so that I could give you guys the full scope of what this gear system has to offer with several different items so that we can get a basic breakdown of the entire layout and some of the things that they have in each of the designs so that I can give you guys a full picture to help you make the right choice. Is the AMP series the right gear system for you? Maybe it's not. And if it is the plate carrier the right one for you, or is it one of the other 511 plate carriers that they offer? Is the 12 better than the 24? What does the 72 have that maybe the 24 doesn't have? So that you can make those wise choices so that you're happy with your gear purchase. That's what we always want to do here when we make this content for you guys week in and week out. All right, so now we're going to jump into the AMP 12, the smallest of the series to date. and I've been saying a lot throughout. I believe they're releasing an even smaller version. Now, I believe this is probably the most everyday carry compatible, ready because of its size, being a 25-liter pack. I think that this is going to probably connect with a lot of you. There are some organization drawbacks though, so it's a pro and a con that you have to decide. I really, I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think, because I've been carrying first the 24, the 32-liter size, the AMP 24. I carried that for about 3 months as my daily EDC, as well as hiking and stuff, and now I've been carrying this for about 2 months as my daily EDC, and so I've had a really good feel for everyday carry bags for both of these. So I have the admin pouch here on the outside. Again, it comes with that hex grid standard. Then we're going to have that same concealed carry compartment down in there, exactly the same. Now there's not really that much exterior pockets. There's not going to be a bottom pocket like there was on the 12. There's nothing there, and there's no attachments either. So I would have, again, liked to see some attachments like on the Rush series, so that somebody could attach bed rolls and do different things like that. On the sides, there's no exterior pockets that we were able to fit Nalgene's in. There's nothing there. It's just a side panel. That's all there is. Now on the front, you're going to get the exact same type of yoke system, and I don't know if I touched on this earlier. Right in here, they have given us kind of a nice soft neoprene right around your neck, so it's not going to wear on your neck, and that's on all the entire line. Same hookups though, same sternum strap attachments. This is removable again because I've been carrying EDC. It's in the bag, the sternum strap. There are the attachments for the waist belt, but again, doesn't come with one. You're going to get that exact same bladder setup that we saw earlier. That's going to fit down in there. Going to have that same little catch for smaller laptops, and again, a hookup here, the polymer rigid backing that you could put armored plating in, and again the ambidextrous ports there for your hose. So this probably could fit 100 ounce. I would suggest probably 70 will make it a little more comfortable for you, since it is a smaller pack. Now all the backpacks are going to have that really nice grab handle right there, reinforced and kind of padded, so that you can carry it with the heavier load right there, which is a nice aspect to it. Now it's not going to have a dedicated fleece pocket for your sunglasses, but on this exterior pocket right here, it only goes to the compression straps. You can open those up either way. There you go. And there is a slight stash pocket with a fleece line that again could fit those knockaround sunglasses in there. And that kind of sits on top of just a main dump pocket. So there's a main dump pocket in here that you could fit smaller laptops, tablets, books. A lot of times I'll throw beanies and gloves in there, and it just goes the whole entire length down to the bottom of. Now, just like its big brother, it's going to have 2 compression straps on either side that can either cinch this guy really nice and flat or expand it for that larger capacity. It's going to have those quad zippers, so 4 different ways to open this bad boy up. And what I was talking about is that there's this little hidden area right here that allows you to tuck these, if you're not planning on using them on a regular basis, in through here, so that you would literally have to fish it back through to be able to zip it from the bottom. So it's just a little thing that they thought about. There's a lot of detail in these bags that I really feel like 511 did a great job with. And again, giving you that capability, if you wish, to be able to come in from the bottom. And in this case, I carry my med kit right down here, as you can see, and then I could pull it out without having to fish through everything and trying to get to the bottom of the bag. So very cool quad zip feature. I really like that aspect a lot. Now, one thing that I noticed is on this bag, the compression straps, just because it's an overall smaller bag, are a little higher up than on the 24, which means that the open portion right here, kind of in the top loading, is not quite as, you can't open it quite as far. So you can get some items in there, but a lot of times I will end up just disconnecting one of these so I can kind of zip off to the side and then pull things off at an angle if I need to get larger items out of the bag. So that's just a, all right, so this will do that clamshell again. And I carry my tablet and all my electronics in this little organizer, and my Bible and different things like that. So we'll move that right out of the way. Again, you're going to have that hook and loop, extra attachments, so you could put those organizers and the hex grids inside that main compartment. Now, this is, I believe, one drawback, as I was talking about earlier, to this design, is that this is how I normally would go to the office, and you can see there my 42 ounce Nalgene will fit vertical, no problem. A 32 ounce one, this is 48, I believe I said, 32 ounce will fit horizontal, no problem, but they did not include any of those internal pockets for a water bottle or other organization like the 24 amp did. And I think that was kind of an oversight. I would have loved to see even just a small pocket there to be able to stuff organization or particularly water bottles, just to keep it in that format would have been fantastic. Doesn't offer that. I'll be honest, that's a big drawback to me. Now, I'm able to bypass that because of the way my layout is, that I can easily just put that in there and do the organization. But for a lot of you, I think that that would have been a great feature, and it would have been a great feature that I would have been super excited about. Maybe in future years, they'll, you know, tweak the design and offer that. But 2 pockets, large pouches, just like on the 24 in here, would have been great to organize different things and hold water bottles. Now, as you can see on the bottom there, again, like I said, I have my medical kit, and I have one side always ready to be zipped up and open and pulled out real quickly if I need to. The other one is tucked away so that it can't be grabbed. And then this design is a little different. I think it's just because it's an overall shorter design. It does not have the side access like the 24 does. It only has the top access. So you're gonna have a see-through large compartment here that does have all your organization with elastic bands to hold flashlights, and has key keepers and all that. So that's a great aspect right there. Large, easy admin pouch right there. And then it does have that kind of mesh pocket right there like we had on the other one. And then it does have that hideaway pocket just like the other one does for a wallet or passport or whatever you would like. So similar layout, but a little bit different, with it not being vertical, but instead being horizontal access only for the internal organization pouches. All right, folks, so to bring this all to a close, and I just want to thank you for coming over here today. I'll have to tell you that if you were to ask me of all 3 packs that they now currently have available, if you're looking for a kind of do everything pack, it's going to be the middle one at the Amp 24. It has enough size that you can get a lot done. Obviously, all the versatility of the hex grid, plus all the other admin and different type of pouches that they're offering and coming out with all the time, and the interior water bottle pouches, and just the overall layout. I can take it as all-day backpacking pack to go hiking and adventuring with, and I can still cinch it down, make it nice and slim enough that I can go to the office, get done what I need to, and have plenty of organization, plenty of extra pockets and layout, and have everything that I need in between. I could do a long weekend getaway and carry all my clothing as well as all my EDC gear that I would want with me on a regular basis. I believe that's really the best do everything one. Obviously, if you need a larger, bigger, heavier pack with a hip belt, then go with the 72. That's what that's designed for. And if you're looking for just really nice, tight, streamlined features, well, then the Amp 12 will obviously be the right choice for you. And then the plate carrier is mind-boggling to me. The toughness and durability with that grab handle was fantastic. I've seen and heard many other brands of grab handles and types tear out on you very easily, and then what's the point of having that, right? And then you're leaving your guy behind, and then you're having to go back and drag them anyway. This, with the testing again that we've seen in a very small percentage, but with 2 pretty heavy guys being able to drag us and doing it multiple times, very impressed with that system. And then obviously the hex grid layout, and then the admin swapping out. You know, I mean, I can go to the range with my backpack, take the admin pouch off or the 2-banger pouch off, and attach it straight in front of my plate carrier and rock and roll and have a great time at the range, and then take it back off and put it back on my backpack. So I mean, just the integration of this system is just mind-boggling to me, and they have more stuff coming out this year, which I'm just really excited to see and get my hands on and test out throughout the year. So guys, thank you so much. I hope this has been informative, helped you out. Ask any questions that you want in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer any other details that I may have missed in this video. If you're not a current subscriber, I invite you to become part of the GT family and subscribe. Hit that subscription button. Watch the next video popping up right now. Always got new stuff coming out, new content all the time. If you are a current subscriber, thank you so much. Make sure to hit that bell icon so that you can make sure that the videos show up in your news feed on a regular basis when we produce those and release those. And finally, guys, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.